Welcome back, folks, to another exciting evening of the Late Night Bastards gaming here on a Friday night with us, the Late Night Bastards. It is I, your illustrious host, Lord Zeriq Tigrarius Haruk, and I bring you once again to one wonderful evening with Douglas, Craptastic, Shawn, and Leo. We just got through selling off quite a few items. We're not going to talk about a lot of these items. We sold off human meat.
It's gonna take weeks to get the smell out of the apartment.
Soylent Green.
And this is why we don't meet at my house.
I turned my olfactory sensors off.
Oh, it's not that bad as I start spraying Febreze.
I wasn't thinking about that. He says, looking up and down the human meat bags.
As everyone looks at her tits.
Oh yeah, well, you know, it's all relative.
Last time I checked, what's on your chest doesn't define your gender.
Okay,
It's true.
so we're picking up outside. I assume we're outside the zoo before the meet.
Oh, okay. So we want to meet up there.
Yeah, I just want to know what equipment I can get away with carrying.
Well, they got pretty good scanners.
Okay. How do they feel about combat axes?
You have flying drones. Just have them drop it in.
That's true. So on me, I will carry. Well, on me, I will carry all my concealed shit, which is knives, crossbow bolts. The knives and stuff are plasteel, so they won't show up on scanners. I won't get away with grenades, will I? Grenades probably show up on scanners, even if they're hidden. So I won't take grenades. Can I get away with a crossbow?
With an actual crossbow? No.
No,
Of course, you're a drone, and you're not very realistic in appearance.
no,
so...
he is very realistic in appeirance.
No,
Well,
he's
I'm slightly realistic in appearance. I'm not wonderfully realistic.
Okay.
Like I said, he kind of looks like Cortana or something like that.
They've only got to get I can't remember, but I've got the cheapest realistic features because I can't fit anything higher on this model. All right, okay. I'll send I'll stick the other stuff on a flying drone. Which do I think I can fly a drone over? You said we could jump the fence, actually, didn't you, last time?
We found a place where you might be able to jump the fence out. Jumping the fence in would be more difficult, but possible.
Yeah, says the guy who can't run at 100 miles an hour. If I think I can get a drone to fly over and drop stuff off, I'll stick a crossbow, combat axe, and some grenades and some machine pistols on a flying drone.
And you've also got the comlink stashed on some other drone on a roof nearby, yes? That was the plan. I don't know how many flying, carrying, capable drones you have.
I've only got one that's really... Most of them are mosquito size, but how big's a comlink?
Like the size of a modern cell phone.
Okay, so I can stick that on a mosquito. That's fine.
Well, a mosquito is literally mosquito sized. They're like 1 inch. So,
yeah, but it can carry a machine pistol.
he has a
well, also when you come to drop your stuff off, I can put the comlink in, and then you can just tell it to fly off to wherever.
Okay, I can put it on the flyer then. It's just I can put it on the very legal flyer. That's fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Anybody else wants to stash stuff on the flyer, they can do that. This is just a typical roto drone. So, it's a medium-sized drone, so it's like humanish sized.
Volk.
Yeah.
The day of the meet, you meet Chiquita.
Huh.
And she's about a couple inches taller than you.
Was not expecting that.
But she's very athletically built.
Yeah.
She looks down at you and is actually quite impressed by what she sees. Because, apparently you're a badass in some regards.
Tuh.
And you
I'm
haven't taken
quite
your pants off yet.
I'm quite impressed with her. I know this is pretty unusual for a first date. I was actually going to take you out riding and smashing stalls.
She gives a little smile and a chuckle. Then she asks you, any idea how you're going to get any weaponry in here?
Well, my rigger friend is supposed to have prepared a dead drop for us.
That could work. All right, you set her up as an adept, didn't you?
Yeah, considering we met in astral space.
Well, yeah. Because I was
I
gonna
went
give
with
her,
Wise, huh?
I was gonna give her a skin pocket.
Uh,
Yeah.
I set up her mentor spirit as Wise Warrior because I couldn't think of anything else that would match Athena.
Yeah, that works. So she has things covered for her weaponry if need be. What were you gonna bring in, crap? And please tell me not the shotgun.
Aw. Probably the Ingram.
Okay. Okay, so Douglas,
Yes.
would you be able to dead drop weapons for everyone?
Well, you tell me, but yes, in principle. Assuming I can fly the drone over, and it's just a question of dropping it down somewhere. I'm assuming we can find somewhere reasonably quiet inside that will allow us to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's forest, so I'm assuming if we went to because we're going to do the meet at 7, so if we go into the rainforest at 3 and just find a quiet corner, wait for no one to be looking at us, and the drone could drop down. It's not like people aren't used to drones around the place.
Yeah.
Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah.
It does. It does.
And there's plenty of coverage in the rainforest, so we could find plenty of spots to hide.
Okay, so that's my plan then. We'll walk in as normally, go through the scanners. I said that anything I'm carrying at the moment is non-metal, so that should be fine. And then, well, it's up to you, obviously, but then I'll go up to 3 and arrange for and wait for a quiet moment to do a dead drop.
Okay then. So here's a better question. Alibis. Alibis.
As in why we're there, or where we somewhere else?
Why we're there. Crap with Volk already has one set up. First
It's a
date.
date.
Oh, I'm Squirrel's.
Well, technically, yeah, you and Squirrel were there already together.
So I'm Squirrel's bot, and I'm pretending as if somehow or other that I should listen to the meatbag and be his hand servant. As I muttered to myself that clearly the only reason a robot would bother to be a hand servant to a meatbag is meatbags are incapable of taking care of themselves.
Damn. He's getting a lot of uses out of the term meatbag.
Sure is.
All right. I'm actually going to use my contact, Adriana, and going to set it up as a date as well.
Why do we need an alibi?
Let's see here. Multiple men walking in by themselves into a family zoo.
Yeah.
You can't just have an interest in animals.
No offense, I don't look like I have an interest in animals.
I didn't know you were like that, Squirrel.
Only with the more intelligent species.
Well, here's the thing. Squirrel could pass that off because he looks regal, he looks intelligent like that.
Plus, pointy ears, nature.
My character does not look like or can sell that he has any interest in nature whatsoever. But he could sell that he has interest in this short little human girl. Human woman, human girl. Adriana. Wording. Flashback.
Yes.
Are you going to be there in physical person?
I probably should be on site. Maybe not right where the meet's happening, but close by. I am going to. I'm just going to show up with a data pad, and I'm going to pass myself off as a student.
I was going to say you could call in the Oni and have a big giant pillow.
I could, but I'm not today. I'm just going to seem very interested in the animals. I'm going to be taking notes. I'm going to look like a college student of some sort.
Taking pictures and all that shit.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay.
I'm the right age and style. I look like somebody that might be a student.
Yeah, true. So yeah, looks like we all have our alibis. We all have a way to get our weaponry in there. Thank you, Douglas.
And as far as weaponry goes, I'm just going to be taking my holdout in, so I don't need to drop anything.
Yeah, they would allow holdouts because, it's kind of a dangerous area.
Yeah, they have a monitor to detect it anyway. It is a concealed holster. They're probably not even going to notice it.
So, let's see here. Oh, you guys are also going to be able to see one of the very first times my allergy comes into effect. Because it actually... Yep, because it's actually sunny.
Huh.
Are you allergic to sunlight?
Yep. It's the one thing I could roleplay well. It's a mild allergy, though. Don't worry.
Going around sneezing.
No.
Itching.
No, I just feel very uncomfortable. It's like when a squirrel's dick is dry. It just feels weird.
Huh.
So anyway, when you arrive at the zoo in Fort Lewis, why do I feel like this is a man from Nantucket type thing? When you arrive at the zoo in Fort Lewis, man, that hooker really blew us. Sorry, that one was reaching.
You're right at the zoo from Fort Lewis, where the man is definitely trying to screw us.
That one works better. Because there might be a man trying to screw us. We don't know. It's a rare sunny day in Chicago. And bright yellow light burns down through the gauzy gaps in the curtain of clouds and industrial smog overhead. Chaos is miserable. And Adriana has to prop him up. Not really prop him up, but she has to keep him from just going, fuck this, going home.
Huh.
The zoo is busy, but not packed. Young couples on dates meander along, pointing at enclosures and giggling, and packs of smiling and laughing kids on school trips dart around the place, zipping from exhibit to exhibit with surging enthusiasm. There are plenty of ordinary animals, lions, tigers, enormous Asian elephants, antelopes, zebra, and giraffes. But
Oh my.
But stranger fare is also present. You see winged pegasi running in herds in their roofed grassland enclosures. De-venomed Ikielabini? Benel?
Spell it.
Yeah, I'll do you one better. That bullshit.
The only thing that comes up on Google when you search for that is an Obsidian portal talking about the Fort Lewis Zoological Gardens.
Whatever the fuck that thing is, it's hanging lazily from the canopy of their artificial jungle habitat. So I have no idea what it is.
It is a chitinous, emerald-armored weird mantis. Goes on to explain that.
Nearly 2 meters tall and much more. Perhaps most impressive is the mated pair of phoenixes. Phoenixes?
Phoenixes don't mate.
In their enormous open-air enclosure, safely contained by sonic fences, twining around each other in flight, their fiery auras crackling with power. It's the magic users in the party, one Mr. Volk and his date Chiquita, who actually grips him a little bit tighter because she has some, like, she actually likes this. You don't want to let your attention wander too much, so you keep your head down and make for the humidity and fecal musk of the reptile house. Still, it's probably a good idea to keep an eye on the wildlife here. Some of these critters are dangerous predators, cages or not.
Don't look at the basilisk. Don't look at the basilisk.
This glass is specially treated so that way the basilisk's glaze does not harm you.
They say that.
Thanks, Yoda.
Weak, flashy meatbags vulnerable to magic.
But yeah, it's 50 new yen a pop. And they do ask for you to pay for your drone.
How could they ask to pay? Oh, me to pay for my drone.
Yep.
Right. I have no way of getting out of this. Well, I suppose I could try and con them into thinking I'm looking to arrange an event here. It's 100 new yen. Who gives a shit? I'll pay.
I got you covered.
You're going to pay my 100 new yen? Okay.
No, I'm talking to Chiquita.
Ah. I mean, I won't object.
No, you have to pay for your date. So, let's see here.
They get a student discount?
Yes, you do. 25%.
Nice.
So, I don't know.
About $12.
So yeah, pay 38 new yen. I don't care. Nah, pay half, 50% off.
Nice.
Because I can't give a fuck in order to do the mathematics for that shit. Yes, I work as an accountant. Can't you tell I'm off shift?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be $38 or 37.5, but there's no such thing as a half new yen in this system.
Hey, crap.
Huh.
How did Armitage die?
He never died.
Hmm.
Well, that's he almost died at the beginning of Shadowrun.
Well, I remember that. Now, just a quick question. So, let's see here. Oh, so those of you who actually did some research on this place, online research and all that shit, you know that this place belongs to the UCAS military.
Interesting.
It's open to the public, but it's guarded by UCAS Army Military Police.
So, probably not the best place to cause trouble.
But no, they pretty much just watch the entrance and the exit. And low-flying drones with the care package won't exactly be... like, they'll get a blip, but they won't really care.
Okay, cool.
So we can quickly
there it is.
We can quickly go pick up our weapons and other things. Just as long as we're not open carrying. I'm not looking at you, Volk, this time. I'm actually looking at the drone who has a freaking combat axe.
Yeah, the thing is, the combat axe is really fucking handy. Okay, so I pack away my grenades and machine pistols, and I look at the combat axe with sadness in my mechanical eyes.
What type of grenades do you have?
Neurostun grenades. I haven't got, and some smoke grenades. I haven't got anything clever, like damage grenades.
Okay. I was about ready to say, Douglas is getting on our case about not using damage grenades, but as soon as I take over...
No, I got Neurostun and smoke. I'm hoping to only use this. I'm hoping to not necessarily use either, but I feel that they would give us a good runaway opportunity if we needed it. And really, if you're Shadowrun, you should have like Neurostun grenades and smoke grenades, and anybody who isn't carrying them is rather silly.
Indeed.
Looking around the party.
Not all of us try to be ninja.
I don't think I don't think I can get away with the combat axe, can I? Really?
Are you wearing a suit or a coat?
I'm wearing a Sleeping Tiger Roofarium thing.
You're wearing Sleeping Tiger? Jesus, you are the gaudiest robot ever.
I think the fact that my hair changes color on a minutely basis makes me even gaudier.
So your hair looks like a gamer's keyboard?
Yes.
It does.
You want to know what's even worse than that? As I look down at my keyboard.
So yeah, no, I am a gaudy robot. The only saving grace is I can actually choose the patterns that come up, and so I key them to the environment as we go along to make them more fun.
I'm not sure if Squirrel's going to be comfortable claiming you're his robot after all.
I'll tone it down for Squirrel.
Okay, so yeah, just you could try to get away with the combat axe. I'm not saying you can. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying you can try.
Is anyone else taking long arms, or are we reduced to like pistols and shit?
I got pistols.
Well, I only carry pistols.
I got that.
Well, didn't you say you have a leg cavity?
I've got leg cavities. I've got arm cavities. I've got
You
chest
can
cavities.
easily fit a combat axe in your leg cavity.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh,
Combat
It's a-
axe
it's a-
is only like 1.5 feet, 2 feet long, if that.
is it?
You gotta-
Okay, fair enough. It's a two-handed weapon, though, but I suppose you don't actually need a great deal of length in order to make a two-handed weapon, do you? You just need it to require that much pull. All right, that's fine. I'll stick my combat axe in my leg cavity then, along with my steel throwing knives and stuff that I tend to keep there.
Of course, the Brit has a hollow leg.
Okay, so Zeriq's gonna send Adriana off to go do what she wants to do, as he has to do a job. And yeah, so who's going to go into the reptile house?
What do you mean go into the reptile house? Thought there was a tunnel that. Okay, yeah.
They call it a reptile tunnel, the reptile house, but it's a freaking tunnel. Don't
Okay,
ask
making sure this wasn't an actual building. Yes, I'll be the one in the tunnel. I assume everybody else will be hanging around the entrances. Maybe.
Would you like someone heavier?
I was thinking maybe Douglas could be next to me since it would make sense for my secretary bot to be there.
Yeah, I'm there being his personal assistant.
So then we will have Volk on one side, Chaos on the other, and Flashback will be hiding in the bathroom somewhere.
Yep, I was gonna say I'll be right here.
And we get like an actual feed of like the inner stall of the bathroom, and one of the notes on there is for a good time call.
As number 4 is only friend.
I was literally going to say I was going to go into a stall in the bathroom, go hot sim, and do Matrix Overwatch. So.
Oh boy. First thing you notice in Matrix is, holy shit, this place is not that well guarded in the Matrix.
Surprising for a military place.
So, okay, Volk. Which side do you want?
Is that where? Oh, that's the
where
bathroom.
Yeah.
That's the bathroom. Well, do you want this side or this side?
I'll take this end.
All right, I'll go over here. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. My troubles have all gone. Time to get the fuck out of here.
Are there any security cameras in the reptile house? It doesn't matter. I'll just watch Squirrel's feed.
Well, that's kind of the technicality.
Yeah, I'll give you 3 marks on my head.
Awesome, thank you.
And you can say hi to Skona while you're there.
His agent. She hands you her business card.
Volk would not like her. She's a punky orc girl with devil features.
Ooh. I would like her.
Yeah. Okay, so the two of you, as Chaos just goes and looks at whatever the fuck is over there, and Volk with Chiquita look at whatever the fuck is over there. They look at the wellness center and they're just like, "Oh, look, they have humans in the zoo." But so the two of you going into the tunnel.
The tunnel of love.
Smells like bat shit in here.
A couple things stick out in your mind. If you'd be willing to roll me a memory test. Memory.
2 successes.
Is that a mental test?
Well, this is only for the people in the tunnel.
Oh.
Because-
What's your mortal memory?
Memory is will plus logic.
Oh, cool.
And lucky for me, if I get a hint of something, I can look it up.
Well, here's the thing. I asked you way earlier if you were going to do anything about this, and you said no. So you can't look it up.
Anything about what? Okay. I have no idea what you're referring to, but okay.
So there's a man standing in there. And he looks very familiar to you. In fact, you have seen him before. Being thrown out of the Banshee when you were going in to meet Mr. Johnson. He looked different, though. His hair is now combed shorter and tighter. His eyes hidden behind round lensed mirror shades. But it's the same guy. The second thing is that he looks more scared than you are. You get being nervous before a meet, but this guy doesn't just look scared. He looks displaced. He also looks wary, as if he expects the 2.5 meter long black and yellow lizard coiled around themselves in the foliage to come crashing through the glass to devour him, or the packs of noisy school kids to converge on him with hidden blades slashing. Which, I don't know about you, but the little school kids, they do freak me out about that too.
Yeah, that's always one of my biggest fears.
I mean, they're evil little devils. I'm pretty damn sure about it. He definitely shows no hint of recognition as you cautiously approach. His face is composed. When you get a glimpse of his eyes, you see they look like doll's eyes. Cold and artificial. Remote, with the Earth seen far off in space.
Good afternoon, sir. Lovely day, isn't it?
Yes, actually, rather nice.
Does the voice match the one we spoke with on the phone?
Yes. Sort of, maybe. Probably. He's a spy. You don't know.
I'm just saying I actually have a audio analyzer and everything.
It's you can sense you get the root. The root's similar, but of course there's modulation.
Okay. Do you have the discussed currency?
Who are you?
You can call me Mr. O'Bedlam.
Okay.
I understand that you're missing your phone and that we were fortunate enough to find it.
Nope. No idea who you are. I mean, did you ask him his name?
You said he had the same voice as the guy we talked to on the phone.
Yes. But no, I said the root was the same.
Okay. Rewind?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Good evening, lovely day. Name's Mr. O'Bedlam. And you?
Ah. Well, let's see here. His voice subtly different from the one you heard on the phone. Not the voice itself, but the way he carries it. His inflection. The name's Armitage. He cocks an eyebrow and suddenly seems more tense, more urgent. But you seem to know something. You want to tell me what's going on here?
Oh, we're just here for a meeting with an individual. You sound very similar, but perhaps I have the wrong person.
Maybe.
You know, it's funny. Your face. I seem to remember seeing you thrown out of a vehicle the other night.
No, thrown out of a bar.
Sorry, thrown out of the bar last night. The other night.
Give me 1 second. Oh, God.
How can I help?
But yeah, he calls himself Jake Armitage.
The guy's brother. That was the same last name, right?
No. Dietrich.
Okay, what's the name? Dietrich?
Seth
Give me
Dietrich.
Seth Dietrich. Okay. Does that name ring a bell to me? Have somebody talked about that name before?
Jake Armitage?
Yes.
Yeah, you know him as a Shadowrunner from the 50s. That's the only actual name of Jake Armitage that comes up.
So like 20 years ago?
Yep.
I do a couple of internet searches for his face.
Nothing like what you're seeing.
Not the Armitage.
Oh, so you actually know me?
Well, we run in similar circles, and you do have a bit of a reputation.
Thank God. Someone finally knows what's going on here. Dude.
I'm gonna send the camera. I'm gonna send the camera feed to our hacker and ask him to see if he can identify this guy.
Sure.
Well, he's already got my feed going.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, okay.
I'll let you guys talk back and forth a little bit, but I was going to do a matrix search for his face and his name.
No, you get his face. He is Seth Dietrich. But Squirrel,
Yes.
you don't even have to roll for this. He's being 100% serious. He believes himself to be Jake Armitage.
I'm going to look up Jake Armitage and see if I can find a picture of him. If he's famous Shadowrunner, there might be a picture on file somewhere.
There is in his autopsy reports. Apparently, he did die by what this book states. Crap.
All right.
So,
They're just not saying how.
All right, I'll feed to Squirrel just a message. Jake Armitage.
Jake Armitage dead.
Dead.
Seth Dietrich is the one
native
you're
is
talking
dead.
to.
This guy's Seth Dietrich.
If anyone has any medical knowledge of any form,
I have medicine skill.
well, I
Yeah,
mean,
no knowledge. You can roll a skill as a knowledge,
aid
though, at a
skill.
-1, I think.
yeah.
I have a fade skill, not a knowledge skill, so not a medicine. Never mind. Nope. No, I don't have it. A first aid, not medicine. My mistake.
I've got medicine.
Nah, so he tells you that the last thing he can remember was years ago doing a run against Aneki Corporation and jacking into a server to get let's see here. Shut down the AI project with extreme prejudice. And he came face-to-face contact with the machine mind.
I'm going to send a message to Wayon. Head case, question mark?
I'm going to reply check in, and I'm going to scan him. Well, not scan him because I haven't got a scanner. I need to buy a scanner. How much cyberware has this guy got on him?
Quite a bit. Well, that I don't know actually.
I'm trying to figure out. Fair enough. I'm trying to figure out if he's had his brain replaced or something.
Any kind of
Well,
wireless?
I was thinking nanites.
Well, there's a much easier solution to this.
Is there any kind of wireless coming off of him? Like anything I can see in the Matrix?
No.
No.
But he's pretty much explaining that he used to have access to the power of dog, but he no longer has that.
The what?
Power of dog.
Sorry, he's dyslexic.
Jake was a dog shaman.
Yeah, and pretty much he has no idea why his face looks different, why it's 20 years in the future. But he does remember that he was kind of a junkie and he has lost his memory before, so he's thinking that this is at least a relapse, but he's wondering what has happened in 20 years and why the hell is he different. I mean, he's 3 inches shorter, goddammit. And he's not talking about his height.
I asked him if I could examine him.
Okay.
And if he'll let me, I physically check him for cyberware.
That I do not know.
Any evidence of nanites?
None.
Okay, this is very odd.
This is all going on.
Well, if you don't know, I'm going to assume he hasn't got any, and he's not like a BTL or anything like that.
No BTLs.
And he's not a zombie either, because it would be obvious if he's a zombie.
He's not a zombie.
Well, since I know his intentions are straight up, I will be straight up with him. You are currently, as far as I can figure out, occupying the body of a former FBI agent turned Shadowrunner who is seeking to uncover a major government conspiracy. I spoke with your host, I guess we could call it, yesterday, and he offered to meet me here in exchange for his comlink. He would give us a 6-figure sum. I'm guessing sometime between now and then something happened.
By the way, does anyone remember how much that was? Was it like 100,000 or something?
100,000, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, I did. Okay, so apparently he does have one wireless signal, but it's to a cred stick.
Okay.
A wireless cred stick. Interesting.
What type of grid stick?
Ebony.
Ooh, my kind.
And since the hacker is currently looking around the Matrix and stuff like that, I'm gonna give this one for free.
Okay.
There have been multiple people throughout the years who have stated that they are Jake Armitage, but they weren't. And at the same time, they stated they were other people.
How long did these delusions last?
Pretty much up to the point where they died.
Oh, cool.
It's a mental condition.
Okay.
I don't know the exact name. Give me 1 second. I'll give you the exact name. I gotta scroll. Scrolling.
All this
Keep them
goddamn
pages
scrolling.
rolling, right?
All this goddamn scrolling. What the fuck?
I know, right? Okay, so he does.
Oh, wow. That sounded bad.
He does have augmentations. and all of them are Deltaware.
Oh. Bag him?
Cerebral Booster 3, 4 Data Jacks, Muscle Augmentation 2, Muscle Toner 2, Nanoware Suite. Oh, he does have Nanowares.
So,
My
yeah.
icon changes.
Skill Wire 6, Synaptic Booster 2, Synth Cardium 3, Ultrasound Sensor.
He should remember that.
My icon changes to a Nguyen sign dripping blood.
Get him somewhere safe.
Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to...
Hold up. CFD virus.
Yeah, he's a head case, what I was asking in the first place.
Yeah, he goes crash. And crash.
He is a vessel for an AI that thinks it's Jake Armitage.
No.
Well, that's what a head case is. That's what CFD is.
Really? I thought it was just multiple personality syndrome, but ghost-like, as in Ghost in the Shell.
No.
Isn't it nanites?
Yes, nanites are literally rewiring his brain to turn him into somebody else.
Yeah, the nanites are running an AI.
Hence why I asked if there was any evidence of nanites.
Yeah. Sadly, Jake Armitage is not the only one.
Plus, this would be probably a lot of player knowledge and stuff like that.
Cognitive fragmentation disorder.
Well, listen, friend. Why don't we get somewhere a little less... Wait. Why are you here if you didn't arrange the meeting?
I don't know. I was just here.
You're
smart enough to come to the conclusion that maybe he had a lapse to Jake Armitage while he was here as Seth Dietrich, waiting for you guys.
Why don't we go somewhere a bit more private and we can try and figure this all out?
Yeah, that would be great. Please, thank you.
He explodes?
No. Well, you hear a wet tearing sound. Squirrel. And
joy.
Your face is now covered in blood. As a ragged hole opens in Armitage's throat.
I don't think that's very good for humans, is it?
Not generally.
I am covered in nanite blood of a CFD victim. Fuck.
What you do here is the crack of the high velocity round striking the pressure glass wall of the basilisk enclosure behind you.
Oh no.
The gushing blood also splatters the spidery crack spreading from the impact point in the middle of the glass as Armitage's body slumps, lifeless, to the floor. A basilisk uncoils with some surprising speed, get the fuck out of here, and launches itself at the damaged glass.
Grab the body and run.
Chaos, Volk, now!
Perception.
Wayon, how strong's that body?
How strong?
How strong?
Four.
Oh, how strong is his body?
Yeah, 4 and 8, depending.
Well, grab the corpse and let's run out of here now.
I want to look for the spider in the Matrix.
So I'm going to make a perception. I'm going to grab the corpse, obviously, because and make a perception check to see where that shot came from. And how many people are around?
Only you guys in the reptile enclosure.
Okay.
Yeah, and basilisk. And people are now running around screaming outside.
Do I think we need a distraction?
I will say this.
Yes.
You are able to see the sniper.
We'd have to be.
Okay.
They're in the mountains.
Is located on the open path to the southwest, midway to the hummingbird exhibit.
I'll put an AR marker on him.
So down by like 5. Southwest, sorry. No, that's the wrong direction. So in the temperate forest.
How could he get a shot from there?
No. He would be down by 5 or 6.
Okay.
Oh,
So, on the way to my location, I'll ask Chaos and Volk to pick up the cameras.
Are you going to tell us which direction the shot came from as well?
I was going to put a...
Flashback.
Crap, I'm sorry. You can tell where that shot came from.
I'll put an AR marker on the sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hacker gives you that lovely little thing where you mark a target.
Yeah, he's got a big arrow pointing right to him.
You can now see him through walls.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've got image link in my glasses, so...
And he's got a big AR arrow above his head, blinking and pointing at him.
But here's the thing: 2 more people with guns, two more people, kind of let out their guns as they stand on either side of the reptile house.
Oh God!
Where Volk and Chaos are already standing.
I thought Chaos was up near the rainforest up here.
There's one of you at each entrance.
Yeah, I'm down here with Chiquita.
Yeah.
Right, and one of them stepped out at each entrance to box us in, right?
Yeah, there are two people right here. Well, one person each, one right here, and then the snipers somewhere around here.
So where was the fence where we could jump and leave this place?
That's the one closest to the parking lot.
I'm going to press my dock wagon call.
I'm gonna ask Squirrel how okay he is. There's no taunt in Shadowrun, right? I was going to ask this actually, because there isn't a taunt. What could I use to effectively taunt people, other than smacking them in the head? Obviously.
Intimidation or
Etiquette.
Etiquette.
I've got etiquette. I haven't got much in the way of charisma. I'll have to work out a way of making that better then. Okay, that doesn't matter for now. So my immediate action is to pick up the body. I'm assuming that those people are going to have guns out before I can do more actions than that.
Yeah.
Squirrel, you can do whatever you want. Run and hide is fine.
Or going around in circles going...
Like I said, I'm hitting the call button for my dock wagon.
Curl up into a ball and cry.
Okay. Do I think... Are there people around 5 and 6? Civs, I mean, ordinary civs.
Civilians, yes.
Okay, I'd like another non-combat action then.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a Trid projector to, in the sky above 5 and 6. And I think a Trid projector covers a 5-meter area. A hole in reality is ripped open, and Narfolep starts crawling through.
Really?
Do I think that would count as a distraction?
Yes.
Excellent. That's what I do.
So
Yay! Suddenly Narfolep.
Near Lahotep, you mean?
Sorry.
I've heard it pronounced near Lahotep.
Yeah, however it's pronounced. I don't know.
That's scary.
I just thought the Cthulhu was a bit too squiddy. And Narfalet would probably be more frightening.
Ooh. The wet workers there have all beta wear.
I don't think we're going to be able to take them home.
Nice.
Given that we're expecting a trap, could I be assumed to have my sprites handy?
Yes.
Okay.
And crap.
Huh.
Just to state, this wasn't actually Jake.
Oh, shit.
You wish it was. You could have got an autograph.
Would I have known about Jake, though?
Yes. Everyone knows about Jake.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot about Jake, but that's all meta knowledge.
Nah, any Shadowrunner worth his salt knows the good Shadowrunners. They do know they did find his body at some point, though, so...
Yeah, like I said, he would have been in his 40s or 50s by the time of the 2070s.
But just to say, during his last hurrah and he getting rid of the AI thing, he actually had his memory copied, and at some point Dietrich picked it up along with a few others. It's not specifically tied to nanites. It's something that can happen to, well, anyone connected to the Matrix.
Okay.
That's what the book says, anyway. This book.
That's weird because other books completely contradict that.
Yeah, I've heard it be all like cyberware.
Yeah, I think this is Splintered State, which was probably written before Shattered Souls.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably changed it between the two.
Gotcha.
Because Shattered Souls got CFD, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty much all it's about.
Yeah.
And they talk about it some in Bullets and Bandages.
But that's all very much 5th edition, whereas I think Splintered State is like a 4th edition book, isn't it? Not sure.
Squirrel, are we going to just assume that you're currently...
I can make a composure check.
The Squirrel's declaring full defense. That's what Squirrel is doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we were rolling initiative. I should have realized that. Where's my token? I don't see it.
On the main page.
All right, well, I got a 12 on my initiative.
Where are we all?
We're on the Zoom app.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm on the Zoom app.
4 successes. I think he's shaken but operable.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be shaken, that's your thing.
Ooh, shaken baby syndrome. He loves that.
Ooh, shaking booty quaking. Oh, shit! Ooh, mama. Let's see here. Are they wearing anything that would give them away in some way, shape, or form, which would be horrible for assassins, but you know, whoever said this had to be. So let's see. Are we all hardened badasses?
I'd say so.
I'd say my art is pretty, but however you want to call it.
Are we at full health and well equipped?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Well, I don't have my shotgun, but
Oh, cool. So I can add a couple more assassins?
You can add as many as you like, because Squirrel's got a dockwire contract.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. The fuck is this?
Although it'll cost me 200,000 new yen, I can dump this body anytime I like.
Well, the great thing about having a super platinum contract is you can bring people out with you.
And I mean,
Have you seen the repair costs for robots?
That is true.
and I mean, technically, I'm just a guy in the bathroom. I'm not anywhere near you guys. I could just run
Yeah,
out.
you're good. You're good.
It needs to decide whether he's part of the party or an innocent bystander that's walking quietly away at this point.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm chaos.
I'm not walking quietly away. I'm running away, like everyone else is,
Yeah, you gotta blend in, regardless of your dignity.
screaming, "Oh my God! They're killing people!" Ah! No, you know. That's only if people start falling, you know.
Just be glad, Squirrel, that I'm about to spend more in ammunition than you spent on the entrance fee.
Ha.
If anyone has knowledge... Anything really, like, if you can sell me seedy.
Underworld
Yeah, that works too.
or Shadow Community.
I have Underworld works. I have knowledge.
5 successes.
I have the same thing.
I have Underworld,
Knowledge,
Shadow
Underworld.
Community, gangs.
Takeda has Shadow Community.
Nah, this has to be you.
I know.
Does everything to do with Matrix crime?
Not really, but if you want to try and... No, you can't matrix this shit.
Well, I have a specialization in Underworld Matrix crime, so...
No, this is not matrix shit.
Okay.
Note to self: buy Underworld knowledge.
Yeah. Squirrel?
Yes.
You alongside Chaos know these guys as Chimera.
Is that an organization?
A group of freelance assassins believed to be made up of former members of a Russian intelligence service. Began operating in the Pacific Northwest in 2054 and have been credited with more than a dozen high-profile assassinations, including Lieutenant Colonel Chris Van Rogen of the California National Guard, Mafia Capo James O'Malley, and United Oil Vice President James Rinchick. Chimera members are believed to be human, but extensively cyber-enhanced and trained. The organization provides logistical and sometimes magical support to overcome a target's defenses, and Chimera assassins use a variety of techniques ranging from sniper attacks and explosives to poisons and carefully arranged accidents to eliminate their targets. They charge 500,000 new yen and up for an assignment, depending upon the target of the job.
Ouch.
Wunderbar.
So, Mr. Hacker, you see wireless signals. Mr. Hacker. Oh, wait, one sec.